Let's see here. So Hogan, listen to this. Hogan Lover with a 199 super chat. Take your wife to a vacation. Stop playing WWE and Liquo. What? What? Huh? You lost me. Like at first, it definitely was like a trolling message, but you lost me in the end. N-L-I-Q-U-O. What does that mean? Liquo? Anyway, so this person is saying that I should spend my money on my wife and go on vacation rather than spending money on WWE. Oh, sorry. I had to put on my exactly. I had to put on my slow glasses. Like when you get a message like that, you have to put on glasses and squint really hard. And then maybe what you should do, you take your head and you like slam it against the wall 7, 8 times, and then your brain's addled enough you can understand the message. What he meant to type was liquor. That I spend too much money on WWE and liquor. But he couldn't finish typing it because, he's an exceptional individual. Got it. So again, I've explained to you guys that now the way that things are going, because you guys have been supporting me so much, okay, things are getting better. We're now doing stuff that we've wanted to do, like, for example, around the house for a very long time. Like, we were able to finally clean out our garage. We were able to redo several different things in the house, rooms and stuff. Not fully. Like, we still want to redo parts of the house fully and renovate them, but we can't afford that yet. Okay? But we're doing good stuff in the house. Now, would we like to go on a vacation eventually? Yes. Right now is just not the time. All right? Being honest. We would like to do it. We're talking about it. We're working on it, but it's not something we can do at this time. All right? Just being honest. So when these idiots say stuff like, oh, you spend all your money on liquor and WWE champions, do you understand how much money I would have to be spending to spend all my money on that? I mean, are you stupid? I mean, yeah. If you actually believe that, like you're out of your mind. Like you're that stupid. Just dunce level. I would have to buy the whole fucking liquor store. What are you talking about? Here's the truth. As you know, I can't stop burping right now. What the hell's going on? I'm sorry. As you know, all right, I do spend money on things. I spend money sometimes on a mobile game. I spend money on things for myself. I now have nice clothes that I wear every day, right? I have socks that I bought for my feet. Can you believe it? I wear socks and I have nice underwear now, right? I revealed a couple weeks ago that I wear cologne, and people are like, you wear cologne in the house? Why? Well, let's see. Because cologne smells good, because I'm in a dingy office all day with the door closed and it's stuffy as shit, and because I can afford it. If you could afford cologne every day, you'd probably wear it too. I'm just saying. But the point I'm making here is, I now am doing well off that I can do things that I used to not be able to do. All right? I'm not spending all of my money on a mobile game. You're out of your mind. Like, do I spend money on stuff? Yes, I do. And it's all well within reason. It's very balanced and fine. The problem is, a lot of you people are idiots and you just believe the nonsense. Like yesterday, and I don't know, I'm assuming this was a new detractor meme. Yesterday, there was like 2 or 3 people who came into chat and they were saying that I spent $2,900 over the weekend on WWE champions. If you actually believe that I spent $2,900 on WWE champions this last weekend, you need to immediately go to the hospital, explain the situation, and tell them to get you to the closest rubber room, throw you inside, lock the door, and lose the key. I have never once in my life spent $3,000 on WWE champions. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do I spend money? Yes, I do. Do I spend $3,000 in one weekend on WWE champions? No. There's not even you couldn't even spend $3,000. Like, for example, in that game, if you want to get a character, they have ways that if you spend certain amounts of money, you just get the character. Not once ever in the history of the game has it been $3,000. But this is the idiocy these people make up. They'll say, people will believe, Hogan Lover actually believes that this last weekend, I spent $3,000 on a mobile game. Then I went to the liquor store and I spent like $1,000 on liquor. They actually believe that. But again, these are from morons who they listen to the dumbest people. Why do you think someone wants you to think that I spent $3,000 on a mobile game this last weekend? Because you're dumb, you're gullible, and you believe it, and you give them views, and you give them money on their streams. They literally milk your stupidity, and then they're making money on you. How do you not understand this? I'm at such a loss that you guys are so fucking stupid to believe this dumb shit. Again, I'm not even lying to you, all right? I do spend money on frivolous things. I absolutely do, okay? But it's not out of control spending at all. It's all under control and fine. I'm not breaking the bank. I'm not going bankrupt a second time on this stuff. And there's literally no way you could spend $3,000 in WWE Champions in a weekend. There's nothing you could spend it on. You would get any new character, any new event, you would max the event and get the character long before you've spent $3,000. So you'd be actually spending money for nothing. You get nothing out of it. Why would you do that? There's not even a prospect of getting something by spending that much in the game. You'd have to be a moron to believe that. But again, these people are morons who believe it. They're that dumb. Here's the thing. Real gambling, you could spend that much. You can't, on a mobile game, they have guaranteed amounts that you spend where you get what you're going for anyway. They've built the game that way so that you don't continuously spend, that you hit that amount to spend and then you get the reward, as opposed to a gambler just keeps throwing money into a slot machine hoping that one of these pulls it's going to win and you might never win. With mobile gaming, these games have built that you're going to get it anyway. Like, for example, what was a couple of years ago, there was the Street Fighter game, right? The Street Fighter game, what was it? Street Fighter Duel, it was called or whatever. Same thing in that game. Once you spend a certain amount, they guarantee you the pull. So you spend a certain amount, you're going to get the character you want anyway. So when these idiots say this dumb shit, it's because they don't even understand how the games work, because they want to spin it in a way that you think the most ludicrous, out there nonsense. That's just not true. But for God's sakes, believe it. Keep living your fantasy, your weirdo fantasy, where you think that it's like such an amazing thing that a YouTuber like Darkside Phil spends $3,000 on a mobile game. Literally not in the entirety of that fucking game did that ever happen. $3,000 in a weekend on an event. You're out of your mind. You're insane. It's called the pity system, I guess, but that's what they did. That's how they all have it. Like, all mobile games have that now. Maybe some console games don't. Like, you know how console games have Ultimate Team or whatever pulls, but in all these mobile games, they're all like that now. Anyway, moving on from the $2 or $1.99 Hogan Lover super chat. How ludicrously stupid. Jalen with a $2 super chat says Canada's national animal is the beaver. Oh, that's right. I had already shouted that out. I didn't add it to the leaderboard, but I had already shouted that one out.